Sir. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I am Munir Ahmed Noonari, lecturer in English, Government Degree College, Thul, District Jakarta. Today, I am going to tell you about the article Pakistan Zindabad, which is written by John Walton. In this article, it means in this reading text 1, we have to read two parts. Part 1, which is consisted on the arrival of Qaida Muhammad Ali Jinnah as the founder of Pakistan on 7th August 1947. And part 2 is consisted on the history of the movement of Pakistan. So in this way, we are going to learn about the Pakistan Zindabad article. Part 1 tells us that Qaida Muhammad Ali Jinnah came to Karachi as the first Governor General of Pakistan by a plane on August 7th, 1947. The aeroplane landed at the airport Maripur in Karachi. A large crowd of people was gathered at the airport to welcome him. When Qaida Muhammad Jinnah stepped out from the plane, the people started shouting with one voice, Pakistan Zindabad, Pakistan Zindabad. When Qaida passed through the people that stayed from the airport to the city, millions of people were on the roads to see their great leader and to be close to him, and they were showing their excitement and tears of joy. There were never-ending cries of slogan, Pakistan Zindabad, Pakistan Zindabad. We know Pakistan Zindabad is a national slogan of Pakistan. Whenever any cricket team of Pakistan, hockey team, or any other team of any games, when they start, they cry Pakistan Zindabad. Qaida observed the excitement of nation, but he gave no sign of his own feelings. Qaida observed the excitement. He remained calm, serious, and even severe at that time when he was in the people. It may be he was thinking about the people who were being attacked and killed on roads and railways as they tried to reach their new homeland. Qaida was a man of strong feelings. If he felt pride or joy in what he had done, he never showed it to others. However, he was apparently stern looking, but actually he was a very kind-hearted person. The Muslims of the subcontinent united as a nation under the leadership of Qaida Muhammad Ali Jinnah, and they got a separate homeland for themselves on August 14, 1947. Once Qaida addressed the nation after a few days of his arrival in Karachi, he told the people that we are all citizens and equal citizens of one state. Therefore, if you may belong to any religion or caste, you are free to go to your mosques, you are free to go to your temples or any other place of worship in this state of Pakistan. So, at that time, he was of course reminding the Pakistanis or the Muslims of the Prophet's teachings that all men are equal in the eyes of God. In March 1940, a meeting of All India Muslim League was held in Lahore. In that meeting of All India Muslim League, it was decided that Muslims will never see back. They will go forward to achieve their goal. And what was the goal of the Muslims of Asia? It was achievement of new state for the Muslims. And in that meeting, it was finally decided that we will achieve our new country, our new state. In this way, the name Pakistan was also invented by Chaudhry Rahmat Ali in 1933. This word is composed of letters taken from all our homelands, both Indian and Asian. It means the lands of those who are spiritually pure and clean. The Qaid-e-Azam addressed the Muslims at the annual session of Muslim League at Lahore in 1940. He advised the Muslims to think 100 times before taking a decision, but once a decision is taken, then stand by it as one man. The Muslims became united on their decision. Then the Qaid-e-Azam declared in clear words that no power on earth can prevent Pakistan. Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah won all the Muslims when the Congress leaders were in prison on account of their civil disobedience. During the Second World War, he attended huge meetings arranged by Muslims and he also addressed them. Qaid-e-Azam wanted to start a newspaper for the Muslims of South Asia. Therefore, he wanted to start a newspaper in the name of Dawn. Because before this, all the newspapers were supporter of Hindus. And he gave a gift to the Muslims of South Asia in the shape of Dawn newspaper. Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah and Gandhi started talking for 3 weeks, but no agreement could be achieved. The Qaid-e-Azam declared that Muslims and Hindus were two different nations and nothing was common in their life that could join them together. After the Second World War, several more meetings and discussions were arranged, but all these discussions were failed to bring about an agreement between the Muslims and the Hindus. At last, the British government sent Lord Mountbatten as the last Viceroy of India. Lord Mountbatten quickly decided that India must be divided into 2 states because there were no condition of peace at that time. He announced that the British would leave India by August 15, 1947 and hand over their powers to the new state of Pakistan and India. Congress and Muslim League both agreed to these plans. In this way, Sindh, Northwest Frontier Province, Balochistan, West Punjab, East Bengal were included in Pakistan. This made a similar state than the Muslim League had demanded. But now at last could be said that most of the Indian Muslims had a homeland of their own. Pakistan faced many political and administrative problems soon after its establishment. Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Jinnah led his people through the terrible first year of their history. After the partition, millions of people crossed the new borders of the state. The sight of homeless people moved Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Jinnah to tears. The angry crowds took advantage of started murders, stealing and burning the Muslim property. The Muslims who were coming to Pakistan on the roads through roads and buses. The angry crowd took advantage and started murder, stealing and burning. The Qaidam was shocked due to that killing and destruction because he always hated violence and cruelty. The Qaidam requested for peace and friendship with his former enemies because he believed that the enemy of today is a friend of tomorrow. In this way, when Qaidam Muhammad Ali Jinnah served as the Governor General of Pakistan, he was over 70 and he had worn out with his lifetime struggle and by his growing illness. When he heard the news that a Hindu Maharaja of Kashmir was taking the Muslim subjects away from Pakistan, he felt deep grief, but he was not able to fight anymore. The Qaida came to Karachi again on September 1948. By that time, he was very ill. He had always kept the news of his illness to himself. He died on September 11th, 1948 and was buried in Karachi. Dear students, this lesson, reading text 1, is a great lesson for all of us. That how Qaidam struggled, how he fought with the Hindus and the British, how he led the Muslims of South Asia and achieved his goal, and he gave a gift to the Muslims of South Asia. Therefore, we can say he is a great leader, he is a great person of South Asia. But we can say of the world, because he gave the home to the Muslims of South Asia. And in this lesson, we have got a great experience of the struggle of Qaidam, of the struggle of the Muslims, and how they started their movement and how the movement was ended. So we have to see the lesson. We have to think about our nation and about our people and how can we serve our country. So this is also a lesson for all of us.